The neutral space station floated in the dark void between stars. It was a huge ring made of metal and glass, built long ago by many alien races to talk and make deals. Today, it hosted a very important meeting. Humans from Earth had come for the first time. A big fleet from the Galactic Concord arrived first. Their ships were long and shiny, covered in glowing blue lines. At the front was the flagship, bigger than all the others. From it came Warlord Kravex. He was tall, almost 3 meters high, with thick gray skin and sharp teeth. His Galaxy-class armor covered him completely. The armor looked like liquid silver mixed with black stone. It shone with tiny lights and made a soft hum. Everyone knew this armor could stop lasers, plasma blasts, and even small asteroids. No one had ever broken it. Kravex walked into the big meeting hall with 6 of his guards. The hall had a round table in the center and clear walls that showed the stars outside. Soft lights came from the floor. Alien diplomats from other races already sat there, watching quietly. Then the humans entered. They were small compared to Kravex. Their leader was a calm man named Daniel Ford. Behind him walked soldiers in simple green uniforms. One of them was Ryan Carter, a young Marine with short brown hair and steady blue eyes. He carried no big weapons, just a small pistol at his side. Next to him stood Laura Bennett, his squad leader. She had dark hair tied back and a serious face. She looked at everything carefully. The aliens stared at the humans. Some whispered. They had heard stories about this new species from a small blue planet. The stories said humans were weak, with soft skin and no natural armor. They used machines, but nothing like the Concord's great tech. Kravex stood up tall. His voice came out deep and rough through his helmet speaker. So, these are the humans. Small, soft. We come to offer you a place in our great Concord. Join us, or stay alone in your corner of space. Daniel Ford stepped forward. He spoke in a clear voice. We thank you for the offer. We want peace, but we need time to talk about it with our people. Kravex laughed. It sounded like rocks falling. Time? You think you have a choice? Look at us. Look at me. He lifted one armored arm. The armor glowed brighter for a second. This is Galaxy-class protection, forged from the heart of dead stars. It has never failed in 1,000 years. Your weapons cannot touch it. Your ships are toys next to ours. The other aliens nodded. They looked amused. Ryan Carter stood still near the wall. He watched Kravex with calm eyes. Laura noticed and gave him a small look. She knew Ryan was thinking something. He always stayed quiet before he acted. Kravex walked around the table to show his power. As he passed the humans, he moved close to Ryan. On purpose, he swung his big shoulder. The armored plate hit Ryan's arm hard. It was meant to push him back, to show who was stronger. Ryan did not fall. He took one small step to the side and stayed on his feet. His face did not change. No pain showed. He just looked up at Kravex. The warlord stopped. He turned his head. Did you feel that, little human? That was just a touch. Imagine what I can do if I try. His guards laughed. The other aliens joined in. The sound filled the hall. Laura Bennett stepped closer to Ryan. She spoke low. You okay? Ryan nodded once. Fine. Just testing something. Kravex turned back to Daniel Ford. Your people are weak. See? One push and they stumble. But I am kind. I give you 1 day to decide. Join us, or we will take your world to teach you respect. Daniel Ford kept his calm. We will think about it. Thank you. The meeting ended. The aliens left first, walking proud. Kravex looked back at Ryan one more time. He shook his head, like he felt sorry for the small human. When the doors closed, Laura turned to her team. That was rude, but we stay calm. No fighting yet. Ryan rubbed his arm where the armor hit him. It did not hurt much. He smiled a little. Their armor is strong against energy, but against normal force, maybe not so much. Laura raised an eyebrow. What do you mean? Ryan looked at the door where Kravex had gone. I felt it when he hit me. The armor is hard, but it has limits. If you hit it just right, in the perfect spot, with enough power, it might crack. Ethan Hayes, the engineer in their group, came over. He was thin, with glasses. You think human strength can break galaxy-class stuff? That's crazy. Olivia Grant, their pilot, laughed softly. Ryan always has wild ideas, but he is usually right. Laura looked at Ryan. If it comes to a fight, we need to be smart. Not strong like them, smarter. Ryan nodded. But if they push us again, I want to try something. Outside the hall, in the corridor, Kravex spoke to his second-in-command. These humans are nothing, soft skin, weak bones. We will own their planet soon. His second nodded. Yes, Warlord. They cannot stand against us. Kravex touched his armor. It felt solid, perfect, unbreakable. Back in the human area, Ryan sat down. He closed his eyes for a second. He thought about training back on Earth. Years of lifting heavy weights, running long distances, fighting in mud and rain. Humans were built tough in their own way. Not with tech, with body and will. Laura sat next to him. You volunteered too fast last time we had trouble. Don't do it again. Ryan opened his eyes. If they want a show of power, maybe we give them one, their way. She sighed. Just don't get yourself killed. He smiled. Promise. It will only take a touch. The station lights dimmed a little as night cycle began. But no one slept easy. Tomorrow would decide a lot. The aliens thought they had already won. The humans knew better. They had faced worse odds before. In the quiet, Ryan looked out at the stars. He felt ready. Not scared, just waiting. The first contact was over. The real test was coming soon. The next morning, the space station felt different. The air seemed thicker. Everyone moved with purpose. Word had spread fast through the corridors. The humans had not said yes to joining the Galactic Concord. They had not said no either. Warlord Kravex did not like waiting. In the main command room of the Concord flagship, Kravex stood with his arms crossed. His Galaxy-class armor caught the light and threw sharp reflections on the walls. His officers gathered around a glowing map table that showed the human homeworld and nearby systems. These soft creatures think they can delay us, Kravex said. His voice was low and angry. They insult our patience. One officer, a thin alien with long ears, spoke carefully. Warlord, Concord law allows a trial by champion when a new species resists. One fighter from each side. Winner decides the fate. Kravex turned his head slowly. A smile showed under his helmet. Yes, a good idea. Let us show them what real power looks like. He sent the message to the humans. The challenge was simple. One human against him in the zero-gravity combat chamber. No big weapons, no ships, just bodies and skill. If the human won, the Concord would leave Earth alone for 100 years. If Kravex won, humanity must join or face war. The human team met in their small quarters. Daniel Ford sat at the head of the table. Around him were Laura Bennett, Ryan Carter, Ethan Hayes, Olivia Grant, and a few others. Laura spoke first. This is a trap. They want to scare us, show off their strength. Daniel nodded. But if we say no, they attack anyway. If we fight their way, we buy time. Maybe even win respect. Ethan pushed his glasses up. Their champion is that big warlord in the unbreakable armor. Who can beat that? All eyes turned to Ryan. He had been quiet, looking at his hands. Laura sighed. Ryan, You are thinking about it, aren't you? Ryan looked up. Yes, I want to do it. The room went silent for a second. Olivia laughed nervously. You, against that giant? He is twice your size. Ryan stood up. Size does not matter here. Not the way they think. Their armor is made for energy attacks, lasers, explosions, not hands. Ethan frowned. You mean punch it? Not punch, Ryan said, just touch, but with the right force, in the right place. Human bodies can put out a lot of power when we focus it. Years of training, bones like steel springs, muscles that store energy like rubber bands. Their armor expects big booms, not a sudden sharp push from muscle and bone. Laura looked at him hard. This is not training back home. This is real. If you are wrong, he crushes you. Ryan met her eyes. I know, but if I am right, we change everything. They see we are not weak. They think twice before coming back. The rest of us will be ready outside. If things go bad, we move fast. Olivia preps the shuttles. Ethan gets into their systems if he can. Laura, you lead the team. Laura did not like it, but she nodded. Fine. But Ryan, you come back in one piece. Ryan smiled a little. Deal. They sent their answer. Ryan Carter would fight. The combat chamber was a big round room with no gravity. The floor, walls, and ceiling were all the same, smooth white panels that could catch you if you hit too hard. Clear view screens showed the crowd from both sides. Aliens filled one half, humans the other. The air buzzed with talk. Kravex entered first. He floated in slowly. His armor made no sound as he moved. The lights dimmed a little to make him look bigger. Holographic signs floated around him in alien writing. They warned of death in 10 different languages. His guards stayed at the door. Then Ryan came in. He wore his green marine uniform. No extra armor. Just boots with grip soles and a light vest. He looked small next to Kravex. The aliens laughed loud. Some pointed. Kravex floated closer. You send this child against me? This is your champion? Ryan did not answer right away. He pushed off the wall gently and floated to the center. He stopped himself with a small twist of his body. Kravex laughed again. Look at him. No weapon, no protection. I will end this quick, for mercy. The referee, a neutral alien in a black robe, floated between them. Rules are simple. No outside help. Fight until one yields or cannot continue. Begin when the light turns green. The light stayed red. Kravex flexed his arms. The armor hummed louder. Tiny energy sparks danced along the plates. I have fought gods and machines in this suit. You are nothing. Ryan stayed calm. He floated with his arms loose at his sides. We will see. Laura watched from the human side. Her hands were tight fists. Ethan whispered to her. He looks too relaxed. He always does before something big, she said. Olivia bit her lip. Come on, Ryan. The light turned green. Kravex moved first. He pushed hard off the wall. His body shot forward like a missile. One armored fist came up in a fast swing. It could break stone. Ryan twisted his body just enough. The fist missed by inches. The force of the swing made wind in the zero gravity. Kravex did not stop. He turned and grabbed for Ryan's leg. Ryan kicked off the nearest wall and spun away. He was fast. Not superhuman fast, but trained fast. Years of drills in low gravity back on Earth. The aliens cheered for Kravex. They thought it was already over. Kravex growled. Stop running, little one. He charged again. This time he opened his arms wide for a bear hug. The armor plates shifted to make crushing spikes on the inside. Ryan did not run. He floated straight toward Kravex. At the last second, he tucked his body and slipped between the arms. As he passed, his hand brushed the side of the armor, just a light touch on one chest plate. Nothing happened right away. Kravex turned fast. You dare touch me? Ryan floated back a little. He looked calm. Kravex laughed. Pathetic. Now feel real power. He lunged again. This time Ryan met him. He planted his feet against Kravex's chest and pushed off hard. It was not a punch. It was a focused shove. All his weight, all his training, all the stored power in his legs and core went into that one spot. A small sound came from the armor, a tiny ping, like metal cracking under pressure. Kravex stopped. He looked down. A hairline crack appeared on the chest plate, so small you almost missed it. The warlord stared. What? Ryan floated back. Just a touch. The crowd went quiet. Kravex roared and charged once more. But now something was different. His movements were not as smooth. The armor whined, a high warning sound. Ryan waited. The warlord swung again. Ryan dodged, then reached out. Another touch, this time on the shoulder joint. Another crack. The aliens stopped laughing. Laura leaned forward. It's working, Ethan whispered. Holy, he is breaking it. Kravex felt it now. His armor felt heavy. Warning lights flashed inside his helmet. Systems failed, one by one. He tried to grab Ryan. Ryan twisted free and placed both hands flat on the chest plate. He pushed, not hard, but perfect. All his strength in one sharp burst. A loud snap echoed through the chamber. The Galaxy-class armor shattered. Pieces flew out in every direction. Not dangerous, because the chamber caught them. But the sound was huge, like glass breaking in slow motion. Kravex floated there in his thin undersuit. Just gray skin and shock on his face. The whole station went silent. Ryan floated back. He breathed a little hard, but he was fine. Kravex looked at his broken armor floating around him, then at Ryan. You how? Ryan said simply, humans hit different. The light turned red. The fight was over. The humans cheered loud. The aliens sat stunned. Warlord Kravex, once unbreakable, now looked small. The challenge was done. But everyone knew this was only the start. The silence in the combat chamber lasted only a few seconds. Then it broke like a wave. The human side exploded in cheers. Shouts and whistles filled the air. Laura Bennett jumped up from her seat. Her eyes were wide. She clapped hard. Olivia Grant laughed out loud and punched the air. Ethan Hayes just stared with his mouth open. On the alien side, no one moved. They sat frozen. Some had their hands over their mouths. Others looked at the floating pieces of armor like they could not believe their eyes. Warlord Kravex floated in the center. His undersuit was thin gray cloth. It showed his wide chest and strong arms. But without the armor, he looked smaller, vulnerable. His sharp teeth were clenched. His yellow eyes stared at Ryan Carter. Ryan floated calmly a few meters away. He breathed steady. A small sweat bead ran down his temple, but his face stayed calm. He did not smile. He did not celebrate. He just watched Kravex. His black robe moved slow in zero gravity. The challenge is over. The human champion stands. Warlord Kravex yields by loss of protection. Kravex turned his head sharp. Yields? I did not say that. The referee pointed to the broken pieces drifting around. Your Galaxy-class armor is destroyed. You cannot continue under the rules. The fight ends. Kravex's hands shook. He looked down at his chest, where the main crack had started. Then at his shoulders. The joints were split open. Tiny sparks still jumped from broken circuits. He reached out and grabbed one floating piece. It crumbled in his fingers like dry clay. How? He said again. His voice was not loud now. It was quiet, almost soft. Ryan spoke for the first time since the armor broke. His voice carried clear across the chamber. Your armor is very strong. It stops energy. It stops fast bullets. It stops heat and cold. But it was never made for us. Kravex floated closer. To listen. Explain. Ryan nodded once. Humans come from a world with one gravity. We walk every day against that pull. We lift heavy things, we run far, we fight each other for fun sometimes. Our bones are dense, our muscles can store a lot of power and release it fast. When I touched your armor, I did not hit it hard like a hammer. I pushed with all my body at once, in one perfect line, sharp, quick. Your armor expects big explosions, not this kind of force. He held up his hand. Open palm, no fist. Just a touch, but focused. Like hitting a glass window with a small stone at the right spot, it breaks the whole thing. Kravex looked at Ryan's hand, then at his own broken armor. 1,000 battles, never a scratch, and you, with no weapon, break it in seconds. Ryan shrugged a little. Your tech is amazing. But you forgot something. Sometimes the simplest thing is the strongest. The aliens started to whisper. Others looked scared. One tall diplomat with blue skin stood up. This cannot be. Galaxy class is the best we have. If a soft human can break it with hands. Another alien cut in. He is lying. It must be a trick. Hidden weapon. Ryan heard them. He floated toward the view screen so they could see him better. No trick. No hidden weapon. You can check my clothes, my body. Nothing. Kravex raised one hand to stop the talk. Enough. I felt it. The push. It went through the plates, into the core, like a needle through stone. He looked at Ryan with new eyes. Not anger now. Respect. Maybe fear. You could have killed me, but you did not. Ryan met his gaze. We do not want war. We want peace. But if you push, we push back. Kravex was quiet for a long moment. Then he turned to his people. Send the order. The fleet holds fire. No attack on the human world. A murmur went through the alien crowd. Some nodded slowly. Others looked upset. Back on the human side, Laura spoke low to her team. He did it. He really did it. Olivia wiped her eyes. I thought he was crazy, but look at that. Ethan pushed his glasses up again. If one human can break their best armor, what can all of us do? Laura smiled for the first time. We show them we are not weak. That is enough for now. The referee floated between Ryan and Kravex. The trial is complete. The human side wins. The Concord must honor the terms. 100 years of no contact unless invited. Kravex nodded slow. We honor it. But then his eyes narrowed. This is not over. Not fully. Your kind, you are different. Dangerous in ways we did not expect. Ryan floated closer. Not threatening. Just close enough to talk normal. We can be friends, or we can stay apart. Your choice. Kravex looked at the pieces of his armor one last time. Then he pushed them away gently. They floated off, like broken dreams. I will take this lesson back to my people, he said. Do not judge by size. Do not judge by skin. Judge by what is inside. Ryan nodded. Good. The chamber doors opened. Guards came in to help Kravex. He waved them off. He wanted to leave on his own. He floated out slow, head high, but everyone saw the change. The unbreakable warlord was broken. Ryan turned and floated back to the human exit. When he reached the door, Laura was there waiting. She grabbed his arm. Not hard, just firm. You okay? She asked. Ryan smiled now. A real one. Yeah, arms a little sore, but worth it. She pulled him into a quick hug. You scared us. Olivia rushed over. That was the coolest thing I ever saw. Ethan shook his head. I need to study this. Human force against alien materials. This could change everything. Ryan laughed softly. One step at a time. Outside the chamber, the station corridors were busy. Aliens and humans mixed now. Some aliens stared at Ryan as he walked past. Some stepped back. Others nodded with respect. Daniel Ford met them at the human area. He put a hand on Ryan's shoulder. You did good, son. Real good. Ryan looked at him. We all did. We stayed calm. That was the hard part. Daniel smiled. True. In the command room of the Concorde flagship, Kravex sat alone. He had taken off the last pieces of his undersuit armor links. He stared at a screen that showed Earth's blue marble. He touched the screen gently. Send a message to the Council, he said to his second-in-command. Tell them the truth. The humans are not weak. Their strength is not in machines. It is in them, in their bodies, in their will. The second nodded. And the warning? Kravex looked up. Add this. Approach with caution. Their touch can shatter the unbreakable. The message went out, fast, across the stars. Back on the station, Ryan sat in the human lounge. He drank water from a pouch. Laura sat next to him. You think they will leave us alone now? She asked. Ryan looked out the window at the stars. For a while, but they will watch, study, maybe come back smarter. Laura nodded. And we will be ready. Ryan finished his water. Always. The station lights stayed bright. The day cycle continued. But something had changed. The galaxy knew now. Humans were here. And they were not soft. The quiet in the combat chamber did not last long. Warlord Kravex floated there, exposed and stunned. His gray skin looked pale under the bright lights. The broken pieces of his galaxy-class armor drifted like snow around him. Then he moved. Not slow, fast, angry. He pushed off the wall hard. His body shot toward Ryan Carter. No armor now, just raw strength. His fists came up. He roared loud enough to shake the air. You will pay for this shame. Ryan did not back away. He twisted his body in zero gravity. He caught one of Kravex's arms and used the warlord's own speed against him. With a quick pull and twist, Ryan sent Kravex spinning off course. The warlord hit the far wall hard. The sound was a dull thud. Kravex bounced back, breathing heavy. The referee floated in fast. The challenge is over. No more fighting. But Kravex did not listen. His eyes were wild. This human tricked us. He used hidden power. Attack! His voice carried to the view screens. On the alien side, some guards stood up. They looked at each other, then at their leaders. A few reached for weapons. Laura Bennett saw it first. She turned to her team. They are not honoring the win. Get ready. Olivia Grant nodded. Shuttles are prepped, engines hot. Ethan Hayes already had a small tablet out. His fingers moved fast. I'm in their network. Weak security. They never thought we would try. Daniel Ford spoke, calm but firm. We do not start a war, but we defend ourselves. In the chamber, Ryan floated back from Kravex. Stop. The fight is done. Go home. Kravex laughed. It was a bitter sound. Home? After this? No. My fleet will burn your world. He pushed toward the exit. His guards rushed in. They pulled him out. But as he left, he shouted one last order. Open fire. All ships. Destroy the station. Alarms blared across the station. The whole range shook a little as engines powered up on the Concorde ships outside. Laura grabbed Ryan's arm as he came through the door. Time to move. They ran down the corridor. Humans and some friendly aliens ran with them. The station was big. Long halls, many levels, but danger was close. Outside, the Concorde fleet turned. Their big guns glowed blue. Energy built up. They aimed at the station. Ethan worked fast in the human command area. He sat at a borrowed console. Their shields are strong, but I found a back door. Their command codes are old, easy to guess for us. Olivia flew a small shuttle close to the flagship. She dodged between the big ships. I can get us in range for a hack signal. Laura looked at Ryan. Your touch started this. Now we finish it. Ryan nodded. Smart, not strong. Ethan sent the signal. A virus. Simple, but deadly to their systems. It spread fast. Lights on the Concorde ships flickered. Guns powered down. Engines coughed. One ship spun out of control. The aliens panicked. Voices shouted over open channels. Systems failing. Weapons offline. Kravex, back on his bridge, slammed his fist on the chair. What is this? Fix it. His officers tried, but too late. The virus locked them out. Olivia's shuttle flew close. She fired small kinetic rounds. Not to kill, to disable. One hit the flagship's main antenna. Communications died. The Concorde fleet stopped moving. They floated helpless, big and scary, but broken. Daniel Ford opened a channel to the whole fleet. His voice was calm. This is over. You attacked first. We defended. Leave now, or we keep going. Kravex appeared on the screen. His face was hard, but his eyes showed something new. Defeat. How? You have no fleet like ours. Daniel smiled small. We do not need big ships. We use what we have. Minds, hands, will. Ryan stood behind Daniel. You. The one who touched. Ryan stepped forward. We do not want to hurt you. Go home. Tell your people. Humans are not weak. We are different. That is all. Kravex was quiet. Then he nodded once. Slow. We leave. But we will remember. The channel closed. The Concorde ships turned. Slow at first, then faster. They jumped to hyperspace one by one. Gone. The station stopped shaking. Alarms quieted. People cheered again. Louder this time. Laura hugged Ryan tight. You crazy man. Ryan laughed. Team effort. Ethan closed his tablet. Their systems will take weeks to fix. They will not come back soon. Olivia landed her shuttle. She jumped out and ran to them. We did it. All of us. Daniel looked at his people. This was not just a win. It was a message. The galaxy knows now. In the hours after, humans walked the station halls. Aliens looked at them different. Some bowed heads. Others stepped aside. Caution. One old alien diplomat came up to Ryan. He was small, with green skin and big eyes. Young human, I have lived many cycles. I have seen many species. None like you. Ryan listened. The alien continued. You break what cannot be broken. Not with fire, not with bombs. With a touch. Your kind, you are a surprise. A good one, or a dangerous one. Time will tell. Ryan nodded. We just want to live free, like anyone. The alien smiled. Then live free, and may the stars be kind. He walked away. Later, Ryan sat in the lounge. Stars outside the window. Endless. Laura sat next to him. You think they will stay away? She asked. Ryan looked out. For now, but others will come. Curious, careful, maybe friends. Laura put her hand on his. And if they do not, then we show them again. Just a touch. She smiled. You and your touches. Ryan laughed soft. Ethan came in. I recorded everything. The arbor break. The hack. The retreat. We can study it. Learn more. Olivia followed. And I got some great shuttle footage. We are heroes now. Daniel walked in last. Rest tonight. Tomorrow we talk to Earth. Tell them what happened. Everyone nodded. The station lights dimmed for night cycle. But no one felt tired in a bad way. They felt alive. Strong. Outside, the galaxy turned slow. Stars burned quiet. Ships moved far away. Word spread fast through hidden channels. From station to station, from world to world. A new species had arrived. Small, soft-looking, but their touch shattered galaxy-class armor, instantly. Do not provoke them. Approach with care, or stay far. Humanity stepped forward, not loud, not with armies, with one man, one touch, and the universe listened. The station slowly returned to normal. The red lights stopped flashing. The alarms went quiet. People walked the halls again. Some talked in low voices, others laughed. The fear was gone. In its place came something new. Pride. In the human lounge, Ryan Carter sat by the big window. He looked out at the stars. They seemed brighter now, closer. Laura Bennett sat next to him. She held a warm drink in her hands. Steam rose slow in the cool air. "You did more than break armor today," she said. "You broke their idea of us." Ryan turned his head. "We all did. You kept us calm. Olivia flew perfect. Ethan hacked like it was nothing. Daniel spoke for all of us." Laura smiled small. "Team. Always team." Olivia Grant walked in. She carried a datapad. "News is spreading already. Ships picked up the fight feed. It's going everywhere. Alien channels, trade posts, even deep space relays." Ethan Hayes followed her. He looked tired, but happy. "I pulled some intercepts. Their council is in emergency session. They are telling fleets to stay away from human space. No probes, no scouts, nothing for at least a century." Daniel Ford came last. He stood in the doorway. "Earth Command sent a message. They want full report. But first, they said thank you. All of you." Ryan stood up. "What now?" Daniel looked at each of them. "Now we go home, but not the same. The galaxy changed today. We changed it." They spent the next hours packing. Simple things. Clothes, tools, memories. The station gave them a fast shuttle for the trip back. Olivia checked the engines twice. She will get us there quick. Before they left, a small group of aliens came to say goodbye. The old green-skinned diplomat was there. He carried a small box made of dark wood. He opened it. Inside was a smooth black stone. It glowed soft blue. "This is from my world," he said. "A peace stone. We give it when we meet someone worthy. Keep it. Remember, we are not all like Kravex." Ryan took the stone. It felt warm. "Thank you. We will remember." The diplomat looked at him long. "Your touch shattered more than armor. It shattered fear. Many will thank you. Many will fear you. Both are true." He bowed low, then left. The shuttle left the station. It turned toward the blue dot in the distance. Earth. Home. Inside the small ship, they sat together. No big celebration. Just quiet talk. Olivia flew smooth. "I keep thinking about that moment. The armor just broke. Like glass." Ethan nodded. "I ran tests on the pieces we kept. The material is incredible. But it has weak points. Stress fractures from micro-impacts over time. Our focused force hit one exactly." Laura looked at Ryan. "You knew." Ryan shrugged. "I guessed. Training teaches you. Hit hard enough, smart enough, anything gives." Daniel spoke from the back. "The galaxy will study us now. Not as weak. As unknown. That is power." Ryan looked out the front window. Stars streaked past in hyperspace. "We do not need to conquer. Just to be left alone. To grow. To explore on our terms." Laura put her hand on his shoulder. "And if they come again? Then we meet them. Talk first. Touch second." They laughed, soft. Days later, the shuttle entered Earth's orbit. Blue oceans, green lands, white clouds. Home never looked better. They landed at a small base in the mountains. People waited. Families, friends, leaders. No big crowds, no parades, just quiet welcome. Ryan stepped out first. Fresh air hit him. Real air, not recycled. He breathed deep. A young girl ran up, his sister. She hugged him tight. "You broke a giant's armor?" Ryan laughed. "Just a touch." She looked up with big eyes. "Teach me?" "Maybe when you are older." Inside the base, they met with leaders. Maps showed new borders. Not by force, by agreement. The Concord had sent official messages. No contact zones. Trade if wanted. but only if humans said yes. One leader asked Ryan, "Do you regret it? The fight?" Ryan thought, "No, we showed truth. We are not soft. We are strong in our way." The leader nodded. "Good. The stars are open now. But careful." Weeks passed. Life went on. Ryan trained new Marines. He taught them focus, precision, not just power. Laura led patrols. Olivia flew test ships. Ethan worked on new materials. Human tech grew smarter, stronger. One night Ryan stood on a hill. Stars above, no station walls, just open sky. Laura joined him. "Thinking about Kravex?" Ryan nodded. "Wonder if he learned." Laura looked up. "I think he did. His message said, 'Approach with caution.' That is something." Ryan smiled. Just a touch changed everything. And we are just starting. Far away, in a dark council room on a distant world, Warlord Kravex sat alone. His new armor was plain. No shine, no hum, simple gray plates. He looked at a holoscreen. It showed Earth, small, blue, quiet. He touched the screen. "They are not like us, but they are here." A voice came from the dark, his advisor. "Will we return?" Kravex shook his head. "Not soon, maybe never. Some things are better left alone." He turned off the screen. The galaxy whispered. Stories grew. In bars on far stations, in ships crossing empty space, in quiet rooms on old worlds. They spoke of the human who broke galaxy-class armor with just a touch, instantly. Some laughed, called it myth. Others listened close, and stayed far. Humanity did not shout its strength. It did not build huge fleets. It did not demand tribute. It simply existed. Strong, smart, ready. And that was enough. Years later, children on Earth would hear the tale. They would ask, "Is it true?" Parents would smile. Yes. And the man who did it? He was just like us. Normal. But when it mattered, he was more. Ryan Carter lived a long life. He taught, he explored, he loved, he never bragged. But every time someone asked about the scar on his arm, from that first shoulder hit, he would say the same thing. It started with a push, ended with a touch. And the stars kept shining. Quiet, endless, watching. Humanity had arrived. Not to rule, to stay. And the galaxy learned to respect that.